You know what's funny? Bingo. I swear her, not Bingo. David. It's amazing they brought the same streamers they consulted with on Edge of Fate. We see how that turned out. So apparently Scarrow was out there trying to defend, like people were trying desperately, alligators, all these streamers were saying, we did not consult them. We were just recording gameplay. That was the argument that they were trying to say, is that it wasn't them actually, you know, they weren't actually doing a summit. It was all just gameplay recording. That's it. They had nothing to do. I think the weapons look cool. I don't think the weapons are the problem, and weren't the problem with Edge of Fate. Like, I think people think that weapons were a problem. I don't think so. I think we had some great weapons and great toys to play with. Scarrow is a goddamn liar. Oh yeah, he is. Scarrow is the biggest liar. One moment he'll say he's not a shill, but then talk about how he has friends at Bungie. It's just, you don't do 15 NDAs with Bungie unless you're you know, they like you and you've got something going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not excited. I'm gonna be honest. I know I made fun of the music, but the music portion was probably the best part of the... I'll be honest. Mandatory invasion. Guess it's time to bust out the special MO tracking toaster. Yeah, baby. It's time. Destiny is a pick me. Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, I think Raffle Waffles stepped out of the view. By the way, just a shout out to Raffle Waffles, not to hate him. He is the biggest Destiny shill, but damn, if you watch any of Raffle Waffles, like Call of Duty zombie shit, he's based as fuck. Like, he absolutely does not hold back when he's criticizing zombies, and it's insane. It's like watching a different fucking person, an absolute different person. It's the strangest shit out. Like, I unironically enjoy zombie Raffle Waffles and his base takes than I do Destiny. The only streamer I will listen to. Thank you for keeping it real. They need to hire. Listen, I'm not a true blue streamer. This is a hobby, and I know some content creators will say that it's not a job when they obviously it is job. Do I get paid for? I don't get really paid for streaming, by the way. I do get paid for making videos, but it's more of like a casual, like going and you go next door and mow someone's lawn for money. That's kind of what YouTube is for me. Like, I'm just, instead of mowing and touching grass, I'm touching videos, right? I'm touching video games. So I'll make money off like videos like this. But I don't want to go like, unless they are genuinely going to take feedback, I would never want to step foot in the Bungie HQ. Like, I genuinely would give good feedback. Like, not like, obviously we do characters when we give brutally honest review, we do shit like that. But I would give actual, like, here's step by step what you need, I think you should do. And whether they listen to me would be completely different. Like, I would give raw, like, you need to gut the portal. The portal it has bad reputation. It needs to go. We need to bring life back into the game, have more, bring back public spaces, make public spaces viable for leveling, like, allow higher difficulty. Like, one of the immediate things you could do is open world, like, events, make it to where you can make them like grandmaster or ultimate level, and then you get pinnacle gear from doing that. Like, a grandmaster ultimate would be like really like you're -40 below. These enemies will kick your fucking ass. Or you could even introduce the stupid token system for, just to really up the difficulty to make it viable. Like, there's ways that they can make the world of Destiny viable without actually having to retune it dramatically, right? The whole concept of we have to abandon the world, I just don't understand it. Like, I would give actual fair criticism, but outside of that, if they were not willing to listen to me, I'm not going to be a yes man. I'm not going to sit there like, sure, you can pay for the meal, you can pay for my trip, you can give me money, but I'm still going to give you I'm going to give you my actual personal opinion. Sweatcicle talked about visiting Bungie and how condescending, dismissive they were. Yes, and so that's a big thing. I like Sweatcicle because he's more honest than people like Scarrow, because Sweatcicle is raw, and so is Glad. Like these are two people I really, and Clyde too. You know, even Grenadier Jake came out and said, "Hey, don't glaze." You know, essentially, it's tempting to sit there and fondle the balls of Bungie, but don't do it. Right? Be honest. And that's the problem. Bungie only wants the yes man and people that they like or are friends with to go to these summits. The whole concept that, oh, other people go is such bullshit. Isn't it ironic that people say that they're afraid to put out there that they went? They went, and it's just a bunch of randos, and they're afraid to say that they went to. It's such fucking bullshit, especially the situation where people went to apparently record gameplay. That's how you know, like, that's how I call out Scarrow as a fucking liar. Is that in one instance he talks about how there's a bunch of people that aren't Bungie content creators that go to these events, and say that the reason they talk about is they're afraid of being harassed. And yet in the same instance, but he's saying this wasn't a summit, it was for us to record gameplay, which I think is fucking funny, because if you go there to record gameplay to showcase, but yet you don't actually showcase that, then what was the fucking point of Bungie paying you and going and playing the game if they're not going to get your feedback? So there's immediate contradictions like that make me not trust a fucking thing that these content creators that go to these summits or these recordings. There's a reason why I don't fucking trust a single damn one of them, because they lie through their fucking teeth. They're friends of Bungie. They have friends of Bungie. You should not trust them. The only people I fucking trust is Sweat, GX Glide, and Glad, because they're going to tell how it fucking is. And there's a reason why Glad, even though he was one of the best players and one of the most dedicated low mans, speedrunners, all that shit, he used to be into the sauce. And there's a reason why Bungie doesn't invite him, is because he doesn't suck the dick of Bungie. There's a reason why Sweatcicle isn't going, even though these are day one raiders, literally holding the emblem for the Last Wish, the first team, and above the two, the rarest emblem in the game. And Bungie doesn't invite these dudes to these summits and these recordings. I wonder why. So don't let any content creator gaslight you and think that, but the Bungie's not choosing shills. They're not choosing people that will, grab their nuts. The only version that's true is maybe Astacross. But I think they just fucking like Astacross. He's a fucking charismatic guy who can go either way. He could be your best friend or your enemy. When you talk about someone who has probably the highest height of views when it comes to Destiny, it's Astacross. So it makes fucking sense that they're going to want to use him to put eyes on the product. This is the culture that built Concord, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Listen, I'm not hating on content creators. Because there's some wonderful content creators out there. Like, I like Fallout, even though, obviously he plays low ball, tries not to get on Bungie's bad side. He has been critical, though. But when I think of content creators like Shield Maiden, who's literally blaming the community, you've got Maddox, who also makes it sound like the community is the problem and crazy for certain takes. Then you have some really chill dudes. Like, there's some really chill dudes small dudes and dudettes that don't get attention because Bungie is so focused on these big creators, these friends of theirs, and that it's just the funny thing is, it was explained best by the leakers, when the layoffs were happening, how it's Bungie is all about the old guard, the old boys. Everyone who's a buddy essentially runs the show and has opinions. That's kind of what's happening with Destiny. When they do these content creator summits, they choose the people that are the good old boys and gals, the people that, are willing to fit into the group, into the mold versus standing out. Which is why you say the same shit going on over and over. What's going on? Downtime Extended? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Destiny 2. I need to go on and claim my helmet and the emblem that I will probably wear for a bit and then never give a shit about. They lost the basic Destiny foundation, the chance to explore destinations, taking away strikes, weird portal changes. The game is so lost its soul. I say don't fix something that's not broken, fire them dev. Yeah, I mean, you can't blame all of it on higher ups. The soul of Destiny is strictly created by the developers. That's the reality of the sitch, right? You can't blame everything on higher ups. At some point, the developers of everything, even the soul, the environment, like we talk about Destiny 1 and how its vibe is significantly different and the environment itself is significantly different. That is strictly on the developers. No one doubles down on nepotism and bad ideas like Bungie. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see launch probably higher than Edge of Fate, but I think we'll return back to where things were once, especially when the casuals realize that the best loot is tied behind invasions, which people don't fucking like Gambit for a reason, and it's because of invasions. So when you take the best shit and you lock it behind an activity that no one fucking wants to do, when I say no one, I mean casuals. Most casuals don't like it. We'll see how it plays out. I think, you know, I think that's going to be the biggest problem with this expansion. People are going to play the campaign once and then get to these activities and be upset that they have to deal with invasions. So they're going to hate it. I truly do. And you're going to have content creators making it sound like it's not a big deal. I do think it's going to be a big deal. Listen, we just reacted to my Edge of Failure video where I reacted a week before and talked about what was going to happen to Edge of Fate. And most of it was pretty much spot on. Like, I'm a fucking prophet. I know this community. I know this fucking game and the developer. I know how things play out. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you're talking about casuals, there's one thing that casuals hate the most is forced PvP. They hate it when it's an objective. They hate it when it's bounties. They hate it when, in order to get X, Y, and Z, you have to do the PvP for the best loot. There's a reason why Bungie no longer puts ritual or pinnacle weapons, like the pinnacle chase weapons, like Luna's Howl, Not Forgotten, Recluse. There's a reason why they don't put that in PvP anymore outside of Trials. And even Trials, you just essentially just get it as long as you're high level, and that's pretty much it. That's just my thoughts. You forcing the casual community, which is the base of Destiny. If you want new players to come, you want people to return. If you want new players to play your game, you want returning players to come, like 360K on PC, that was because a lot of those were casuals. And I just don't see people playing long term. That's the problem, right? That's my honest thoughts. Like, you can do all the pretty ribbons and bows, but if you don't cater to casuals, and I'm not talking about dungeons and raids, even though I still think the explore mode was a perfect casual experience for new players and people who've never done, you know, dungeons, which I think if they don't do this dungeon with an explore mode, they are dropping the fucking ball. But outside of that, where we're talking about campaigns and just base activities, making it hard, like overly hard for casuals to get into, or punishing them for not being good at PvP, it feels fucking weird. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna have people use the sweatiest, cheesiest shit, and it's just gonna make it, like, that's what happened with Gambit. Everyone started using the sweatiest bullshit possible, and that's what's gonna happen. I wonder if the content creators get better drops, because Warframe give better drops to their content creators. Oh yeah, content creators get paid silver. They get paid, like, Bungie gives them silver enough to buy the expansions. Like, Bungie will give you essentially the money, like, they give you free money. That's another thing. Don't let content creators think that Bungie doesn't pay them, that when they go on these trips, they don't get paid enough. they're lying through their fucking teeth. Bungie literally pays their way through giving them currency to pay for everything in the fucking game. They literally get money through donations, through their Twitch streams, giving them spotlight through their, their streams, like here, like the whole concept of Bungie doesn't pay me is a lie. It is deceitful. It is intellectually dishonest. Content creators absolutely get paid by Bungie in different forms, getting bits, all this shit, right? There's multiple ways. Like, if you are getting more viewers because Bungie is promoting your channel, that means more people are more likely to subscribe to your channel or Twitch. They're more likely to donate. They're more likely to become members, all this shit, right? These absolutely have monetary gains that is not directly given from Bungie, but it is pushed by Bungie. Again, it's intellectual dishonesty that I just don't appreciate, and I will always stand up for the for gamers. The whole gaslighting, I'm not gonna let it happen, right? I was an abject casual in D1 Iron Banner, got me loving PvP. 0.5 to 6 KD didn't matter because it was really chaotic fun. Yeah, Destiny 1 PvP was just all about the fun, right? And then you got loot. It didn't matter if you won or lose, you just got loot. And that's, in my opinion, how it should be. Now it's based on scoring and ranking, and it's just bullshit to me. I love that the shills get silver and emblems, yet they hire Shroud and some other Twitch biggies for like 10K. I mean, what a massive FU to those dedicated streamers, in my opinion. They don't really do that anymore. They learned their lesson with Lightfall. Like, they literally paid people like Moist Critical to play, and then they showcased Lightfall, and it gave them such negative press that I don't think they do that anymore. Is this Bungie or Sony? But we're talking about Bungie. We're not talking about Sony. Sony doesn't do, like, Bungie has complete independent control over Destiny. They haven't lost complete access. Like, Sony hasn't completely absorbed Bungie. So right now, Bungie has independent, which is why Bungie has lost Sony a negative $204 million. Like, there's a reason why, and I don't understand why Sony doesn't absorb them. Like, there's something in that contract that is keeping Sony from doing it, because anyone with intelligence would say, okay, we need to absorb this company that we spent money on, and we need to do something. There's something going on in the background that we don't know. This slop will be the death of Destiny for sure, because they don't listen to the community. Making this mode no health regen is the biggest pile of torn off. Yeah, I think that was a bad idea. Like, the whole concept, like, I didn't mind the Nether. I got around the Nether. My thing was I hated the token system, and I'm just tired of tokens for what should be just a fun, casual experience. I don't agree. I think it's so fucking stupid. Like, contest mode, tokens make sense. Like, raids make sense. But for your general gameplay shit, like, it makes no fucking sense. Grandmasters, it makes sense. Again, the no health thing is probably also going to piss people the fuck off. I was checked out back then. Sorry, I missed that rage bait. Have potential in game, but greed and woke really killing the game. I don't know about woke. I just think shitty writing in general. Like, Alison Lur is actually a known fan fiction. Like, she actually makes fan fiction, which explains why the series has so far, since after the final shape, has such shitty writing. Like, there is a reason why the narrative has gone fucking downhill. But I would say it's mostly greed. Bungie is trying to deliver a minimal viable product while asking you to pay full price. Like in times past, they're giving you less, but you're still paying the same amount, while also trying to focus on Marathon and all the resources going toward Marathon. Yeah, it's really absurd that tokens are used for every activity now. I'm already pissed off because of the shit. This will be the first time since D1 started that I'm gonna dip out, maybe forever. Hey, you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. There's a reason why I'm a filthy casual now. People would argue that I'm not casual, but when you realize how much I played this fucking game, like I might talk about Destiny a lot, but what I talk about versus how much I play now is night and day difference. Like it's fucking like the dungeon pops the fuck off. I will probably spend more time playing the dungeon than anything because I love dungeons. I think dungeons are great. Dungeons are a lot of fucking fun, and I will try to solo the dungeon. Like I will actually, like I love dungeons. Dungeons like probably one of the best. And if they got rid of raids, which I like raids too, like if they got rid of raids to do more dungeons, I would be okay with that. I think dungeons are a great middle point. Like they're still a higher skill level than other content, but not, you know, it's individualized or trio. Like the fact that you can do individual, I think is great. But dungeons are more accessible than raids for most people. Destiny lore is closer to horror genre. Give devs with good ideas bonuses, and I wish I knew who specifically comes up with ideas and vote to fire them so we can get the people we want in there. Yeah, good luck. Hello, everyone. Hey, what's up, Tropical? No way anyone actually watched that today and got hyped. I feel like the first Solus Vidoc in a while. It felt like I was watching a Star Wars game, to be honest. Like, I feel like I'm watching Star Wars. It really does. It felt like when I play Force Unleashed, and I'd rather just play Force Unleashed than this. Like the Star Wars. Like I'm gonna be honest. Now, outside of the lightsaber itself, is it me or did the lightsaber have normal sword sounds? It did. It makes no fucking sense. You already paid for the IP. Why didn't you just put the sound of the lightsaber? It's supposed to be inspired, but you couldn't do a basic laser sound, even if it wasn't like a lightsaber. But talk about the lightsaber. Outside of the fact that it's a lightsaber, I still think it's really cool that we finally got a primary kinetic sword. Like I'm actually excited about that for strongholds. Like I can run double swords, which is kind of hype to me. Like I'm excited to run my stronghold build with swords, like double swords. Let's go. Sword Master is back on the table, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready to be the sword bitch. They have murdered this game. If I wanted to play Star Wars, I would play Battlefront. I'm a Guardian when playing Destiny, at least. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I will play it. I'll give it a true run through. I'll give it a true blue run through like I have in the past. And I'll be honest. I'll be brutally honest, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know exactly how I feel about it. I'll let you know if it's good, if it's bad. I will let you know. You're always honest. I am. When it comes to giving feedback and talking about whether something's worth the money, whether something is going to be pro gamer or not con, that has never changed. Whatever the beef that people have with me, whatever bullshit people want to say about me, it does not remove the reputation of me being honest about whether a product is worth your time or not. Whether it's pro gamer or not, that is something that has never changed and never will change. I will always be pro gamer for the gamer, you know, because my motto is if you're a gamer, but you're not a pro gamer, you're pro stupid. And that's how I roll. I will always give you the honest takes about the content. If it's good, it's fucking good. And I'll tell you it's good. I'll tell you if it has merit, if it's worth your money. I will tell you. As I said in my video, Destiny 3 remains frozen in Carbonite. Yeah, I mean, Destiny 2 is about to be in Carbonite. Let's be honest here. It's about to be. More fucking material. Jesus Christ. Why do we have more material? Well, lunch break is over. I gotta go back to work. I'll watch your stream later around 6 when I get home. Yeah, well, I'm gonna upload the stream, so I'll probably close it down. I'm recording this video, by the way. This it's just going to be its own video. I figured why not record chatting with chat about this experience, and we just put it up there, right? Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not wanting Destiny. This whole thing is Star Wars and Helldivers with a drop of Destiny. This game might as well be dead if this was their plan to save it. I don't think this is going to save Destiny. They have yet to talk about anything that people wanted to know about, which is what about older content? What about the content people have already paid for? How are you making it relevant? Like, I will give Bungie praise. I know that sounds weird, but I'm giving them praise for not showcasing, or at least going and spending 90% of the time in the portal. They actually spent all their time in the fucking activities of the expansion itself. Like, let's be honest here. I will give praise where praise is due. Like, they actually spent more time in the fucking new shit than showcasing Savathun Spire or some other old portal bullshit. They learned their fucking lesson. They learned their lesson, but they're not actually learning their lesson by getting rid of the portal. I wish those 6.2K people watched Astrocross come over here. They will hear the realest guy in the community. That's how we try. That's how we play. Listen, I don't get paid by Bungie. I'm not paid to be a shill, and I refuse to be a shill. What stands out most to you so far, Counselor? What are your positives? My positive is the kinetic sword. Now, not because it's a lightsaber. I could give a shit less if it's a lightsaber. I'm not oohing and, oh my God, I'm excited that it's a kinetic fucking sword. Like, as someone who loves using swords, especially with my sword master Titan with strongholds, I'm actually fucking excited to have a kinetic sword. Like, that is my highlight. That's my highlight. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a shit. It could be a regular sword. Like, it could be another Ergo Sum looking sword. It doesn't have to be a lightsaber. But I am excited to have a kinetic sword. Like, that's my highlight. Outside of that, I mean, I see more negatives than benefits. Like, I see more negatives because I just know how things are going to go with the community. I just know how things are going to go with how people are going to react. Like, I'm glad that we're finally getting some strike. Like, I'm assuming it's strike, exclusive loot. It even looks like armor as well, even though the armor looks cheap as fuck. I'm so tired that we're getting reskins. I hate that we're getting horrible, like, looking gear. And we're about to get 10 of the best fucking looking ornaments, especially Star Wars looking themed bullshit for the Eververse store. And none of that is going to be addressed. None of it is going to be addressed, man. Honestly, I didn't see any. And I'm also just not positive of the fact that they continue on this train of abilities, guys. Abilities. You're going to have abilities. And it's literally the coin. And it's not even like their drop package. They're score streaks. They're not fucking abilities. They're Call of Duty score streaks. You got a care package. You got an airstrike. You summon a vehicle. These are not fucking abilities. These are score streaks from Call of fucking Duty. So this brain dead bullshit, it is intellectually dishonest marketing by Bungie and going to be drip fed and maliciously spread by content creators as abilities when it's not abilities. Summoning a fucking vehicle is not an ability. We've had that since Destiny fucking 1. Having a drop pod for ammo is not an ability. It's a mechanic. Why are they trying to make Destiny everything except Destiny? I don't know. And apparently that's more Helldivers 2-ish, and I've not played Helldivers 2, so I can't speak to that. But apparently that's more Helldivers 2. But this whole concept of we're making abilities, I hate the intellectual dishonesty from a billion-dollar company trying to gaslight you into thinking these are abilities when they're fucking mechanics at best. Mechanics. It's just awful. Instead of doing aspects, instead of doing supers, instead of doing the shit the community has been asking is, hey, give us new shit. We're going to give you mechanics. You're going to summon a vehicle, even though you summon vehicles on the fucking daily, and they're called sparrows. They're called skimmers. I don't know, man. Like, there is a reason why I'm a casual player. But I'm hopeful that maybe one day, and I mean cope, not hopeful, cope, that maybe one day Destiny will return. So there's a couple things that kind of irk me here. Is we're now getting a Vanguard crossbow, which is great, but they're showcasing 2 weapons. Does this mean that these are coming back? This is a Destiny 2, like the first Strike exclusive loot, and this used to be Strike. Like if this is the return of Strike exclusive loot, I'll be happy. Like that we have shit to chase. I'll be excited. Because that's returning back to the way that Destiny used to be, is your dailies, your GMs, all that shit. I think this fucking armor looks fucking ass. We go from the Bushido set that looks fucking sick to what the fuck is this fencing bullshit? At least make me look like a fucking ninja. Like the Hunter is probably the best looking one. Everything else, like what is this? Why do I look like fucking Pennywise with these pants on? Like what the fuck is this? What's this clown ass looking shit? What's so wild about this? They could have literally made aspects and fragments that are Star Wars inspired. Imagine a Palpatine like Warlock. I mean, that's literally Warlock. That's literally what Warlock is Palpatine. Like, there is no making the Warlock with aspects Palpatine when the super is literally Palpatine. Now they could have made it to where you do like red electricity or colored electricity and do some crazy souped up shit. I think they could have done something. But I feel like we are kind of like going, devs, hey, we're listening. Who are you listening to? I honestly want to know. Give me their names. I really want to know. Hey, come here. What's your name? Hey, what's your name? What? Shut the fuck up. No one should listen to you. Just, hey, you're giving Bungie bad advice. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Yeah, I still find it so fucking hilarious. Like the idea of Suros armor, like, man, the faction armor is cool if it looks cool, but it looks so fucking blatantly lazy. Like this helmet looks like a reskin of a Titan helmet that we've had like 5 times. And the Warlock helmet, the same thing. Like some of the shit is just reskin bullshit. At least you could say the Trials armor with the pimp suit, it doesn't make any fucking sense, but at least it's something new. Like, are they creatively bankrupt at this point? Yes. When we start giving pimp suits and we're using the moon weapon, we are creatively bankrupt. And I think that's the problem. I do think the Dawning weapon looks fucking sick though. Like it's crazy that the free event shit looks like the best. Like I'm gonna be honest, the Titan looks the sexiest. These shoulder pads, I fucking want to cream looking at these shoulder pads. They're fucking sick. Those shoulder pads are fucking sexy. Oh, the Dawning, like I'm about to howl for some fucking Titan shoulder pads. Those shoulders, daddy wanty. Malicious listening or interpreting is what Bungie is doing. The outfit just should be I was reading the Gooner. You said something about gooning. Nah, just add Marosov and add sex and Destiny saved. Where it's more than seeing the new armor is the same old map in the background. Yes. Yeah. Is it seeing the same old map in the background? Guys, don't you like being able to play the same PvP map? Because we're not going to introduce new PvP maps for you. Yeah, guys, isn't that exciting? Aren't you excited, guys? We're introducing new PvP armor, but no PvP maps or modes. Get fucked, kids. Just add Gunner outfits. There it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't have thought because higher ups don't want Eververse to have competition. Not gonna lie, those Shuros armors on Hunters look like the new Monarchy armor from Destiny 1. Probably. I mean, who knows with Bungie? I don't know. I died laughing inside. That there's a What's new? What was it?
And then after that, we're going to have the Dawning returning. So this is our winter celebration. Realized we actually missed something with Invasions. We were talking about the Praxic blade and customization. There are different saber colors, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a wide variety of classic colors that I think players are going to have fun chasing down throughout the end game and maybe even invasion.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want the black lightsaber, listen, if it's not in the store, props to them for not doing that.
Showed it on the screen. Red invasions. Yeah. So, okay, moving right along, ending out our show, we're going to be covering what is going on through the end of the year. So during the launch window, we'll have some really cool things coming around.
Okay, so they said through the end of the year. They said the content roadmap. The dawning is throughout the end of the year, so I won't give them shade for that. I thought I didn't hear them say throughout the end of the year. They were specific, so I'm not going to throw shade. By the way, I don't think DMG made a joke at all during this live stream, so props on him. I'm sure that took a lot of fucking energy not to make a dumbass joke out of something. Like, he kept it very professional and to the point. Like, shout out. Totally D1 new Monarchy gear. Yeah, it probably is, to be honest. I don't know, man. I'll play it. I'm not gonna. My expectations are going to be to the ground, and if it comes out to be really good, then I will be excited, right? If I'm at the floor, if this comes out and Renegades is fucking fire and it changes some of my mind, then you know that it's good. If it can change my opinion. We'll have to see how it pans out, though. We'll see. We'll see. That's just my general consensus. Is I'm not going in like intending to hate this. I'm expecting not to like it because it's going to be Star Wars and not Destiny, but I will give it a fair shake. I will go in, I'll list, I'll try. I will actually try to like play the game. We had added new PvP armor that soon enough you won't have enough people playing it to get. Yeah. That's the truth. I don't think Renegades will save Destiny. There's far too many problems with this game, and nothing was addressed. None of the key issues were addressed, especially the paid content that's now soft sunsetted. But Bungie has not said anything to it, so I would be surprised. That's my honest opinions. There's too many issues that are being neglected, and I think this will be like a quick pit stop for some people to check it out, and then they leave. I know I was watching Glad, and he said the same thing, that he would play it, but he would do so casually. And I think that's the best way to play Destiny, is you casually play it. If you actually play, I would watch other people to see if it's worth playing before you spend money on Renegades. So we will be live. We will be live at launch for Renegades. So if you want to watch me and my brutally honest takes and see for yourself without glazing the fuck out of it, or maybe I will glaze the fuck out of it, who knows? Check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, don't forget to game out. Huzzah.